Okay, we're going to do a quick inspection on one of the hives today. This is the hive that we split off from our package that we installed in April. We made the split in July by taking about, I don't know, a third of the bees from that hive, putting it in this one, and giving them a brand new queen. Looks like they still, well, they've used up pretty much all their syrup. This is our syrup feeder. You can see there's lots of bees on top of it looking for a drink. We'll fill that up maybe depending on how much syrup they have stored. Oh, there's still some in there. Hey, what are you dead bees doing there? These guys have been real calm, very active. I just want to go in today and see how much sugar and honey they have stored so that we can make sure they're ready for winter. They're about to the point where they're not going to need us to add any more.
You may take that nickel.
Yeah, we need to remove the nickels. The nickels provided a little ventilation during the summer when it was really hot. Make sure there's no queen on this lid. No queen. They were kind of outgrowing the bottom box a month or so ago, so I added this medium box on top just to give them a little bit more room. Hopefully draw out a little bit of comb to use to collect honey next year. It doesn't feel like there's anything at all in this one. Are they drawing it out at all? Nope, they're just crawling on it. So nothing on that frame. I'll make sure there's no queen. Don't want to lay my queen on the ground. Nope. Just real quickly go through the rest of these. Most of these probably don't have anything at all in them, but we'll find out for sure. Also don't want to keep this hive open very long because it's robbing season. Other hives, if they notice this hive has any goodies in it, they'll come try to take them away. Nothing on, oh, I feel a little weight on this one. Yeah, they're filling that one up with syrup. Okay, so let's see how they look. This next one looks pretty empty. Yeah, they're just starting to work on it. Next one. Oh, this one's kind of heavy.
Capped on this side?
Not capped on that side. Yeah, they're starting to cap this side. So good. That's getting along. A little bit of pollen down in there. Very little bit. Find something really interesting, we'll show you up close. Oh, they got this one stuck down good. These are the gentlest bees. I just love them. All 4 hives are like this. I've quit wearing gloves at all.
Capped on this side again.
Haven't been stung in months. Starting to cap that side. So they've still got lots of room to add more syrup, so we'll feed them again today. Oh my.
Lots of comb on this side.
Yeah, this one's pretty full. Getting that one capped out good. So they've got a lot of room still to grow on this one. So I'm gonna stop with this top box. There's a little bit in the other frames. No brood at all up here. I didn't expect it since this was a split. They started out with not very many bees, and it was in the summer, so they haven't had a lot of time to build up. bottoms over, girls. They always get a little bit noisy when you put that last frame back in. Get a little bit of smoke there. Hey, you don't need to be bothering me. Just checking. Okay, we'll pop this top box off real quick here. See what's happening down below. It's kind of heavy. Oh, lots of noise. Give me a second to calm down. Okay, come off of there. There's not a huge population in this hive. Looks like this bottom box is just packed full. So I'm not going to pull too much out of here.
This is the propolis, and this is what they glue. They put in to block any holes or anything, and glue stuck together. That's why he has trouble getting those boxes apart.
Yeah, they glue them down good. They seal every crack.
Yeah.
Okay, a little capped on that. Lots of room. There's some pollen. Just starting to draw that side out. So it looks like they could still use some syrup, help them build out a little more of that comb. And
Now what are you gonna do?
yeah, we're gonna help them get out of my way.
Move along. Nothing to see here. That's better.
Guess I should have left that last comb out. I'll leave this one out. This little ring to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna roll these.
Pull it up very slowly so I don't damage any bees. Never know where the queen is at. She's definitely down in this bottom box somewhere. Okay, you can see on that side, get a close up there. We got capped honey on top. You can see in the middle here. This is called bee bread. They take pollen, stuff it in there, put a little honey in with it.
This way, I can't.
And it actually ferments a little bit, and that'll be food that they have available to eat over the winter. Okay, so no queen. Uh-oh, there's a queen cell.
Yep.
You guys aren't even thinking about requeening this hive this time of year, are you?
As successful as they've been?
No, it's empty. There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
They do that. They call them practice for some reason. Okay, make sure we don't have a queen on this frame before I lay it down. I don't see any brood. That's just honey and pollen.
Look at this chunk of pollen.
Oh yeah, somebody dropped their pollen. We've been
Stick it in
seeing
one of the holes.
a lot of pollen coming in this week.
We don't know where they're getting it.
Don't know what it's coming from. Something's blooming. Okay, move, girls.
I like the way they hang on at the bottom.
Yeah, that's called festooning,
We got one leg.
where they'll form a little chain. Oh, got brood on this side. I don't
Eggs?
see a queen. I see capped brood. I don't see any larvae.
Down
They're packing honey in up there.
there. Uh-huh.
Oh, there's some older larvae in that one. That's a pretty nice brood pattern for this time of year. Queen's not working on this frame at the moment. And after I put this hive together, I'm going to watch real closely for the rest of the day to see if the robbers are trying to take advantage of them. If they are, I'll put a robber screen on the front. It helps prevent bees that don't live here from finding their way in.
It's like a maze for bees.
Yeah, kinda. A little bit of capped honey, a little bit of larvae. There's some younger larvae. I don't see a queen. I don't see any eggs. Okay. Lots of capped larvae or capped brood on this side. Still no queen. So that's 2 frames of brood so far.
Is that unusual this time of year?
In the fall, she stops laying and they'll start filling. They call it backfilling. Some of the cells that they have been using to raise bees, they'll start filling with honey and pollen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty normal. We got larvae. Do I see eggs?
And I see lots of pollen.
Yeah, they're packing tons of pollen in the top of this frame. Here's larvae. And there's eggs.
Oh.
Yep, there's eggs in this one. There's some young brood or young larvae down in the lower right-hand corner. Lots of eggs in the lower section of this one. Still don't see our queen. This queen's usually pretty easy to find because she's got a blue dot on her thorax. Plus, she's a nice, big, pretty queen.
Is that just paint they put on them?
Uh-huh. It's a paint. They use a paint pen.
Oh, that's why it's a perfect dot.
They just dab it on their back, put a little dot of paint on them.
Huh.
I'm going pretty slow.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, this one's getting a little heavy. There's our queen, right in the middle at the top.
I can't see my screen anymore. It went dark, like it does sometimes. Well, she is a big one.
And there are eggs, larvae, queen, filling in some of the spaces with honey. Got a little bit of pollen. Yeah, see this on this side, most of the brood cells are being filled with honey, which is normal. That's what they do this time of year.
Like you do.
So we'll feed them a little bit. She's still raising brood. We're also going to give them a pollen patty. They're out of pollen patty. They don't really need it right now because they're bringing in a lot of pollen, but it helps them rear nice, healthy baby bees. To give them a little bit of extra. Oh, this one's heavy.
We have to keep bees coming because we have flycatchers.
Now this frame, that doesn't look like syrup to me. That looks like those are honey because they're darker. So they are bringing in some actual nectar, obviously.
Sorry, girls.
Since we've got, this side looks like syrup. Since we got syrup mixed in with it, we won't try to harvest any of it. We'll just let them keep it for the winter. Not that they need a whole lot of extra honey to get through the winter here, because it rarely gets that cold. Okay, girls, that was the third frame over that I pulled out. So everything looks good. Looks like they could use a little bit more food. Oh, sorry, that was a little faster than I wanted to do. Make room to put that other frame in without squishing anybody. Ow! That one took offense.
Did you squish it or something?
Yes, I pinched it. So we'll put a little smoke on my hands to calm them down.
When they sting, they leave a pheromone that tells other bees to sting him.
That's the first sting I've gotten in a long time.
And that's why he smoked his hand.
Yeah. Normally they'll just crawl on your hand, and I've gotten used to that, and I don't mind it. But if you if you pinch them while you're putting one of these frames in, they'll still get you just out of reaction.
Bet she doesn't have the guts to do that again.
I actually want to get stung occasionally because it seems to help some of my aches and pains go away.
Okay, one's offended with me now.
Oh, you want some smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, the longer you're in the hive, the more irritated they get. So it happens.
I can relate.
We'll put them back. Oh wait, I want to put the pollen patty down there. Sorry, girls, I was almost done with you. No, actually, I think I'll put it on top. There's more room up there.
Yeah, you got this one covered with bees.
It's covered with bees. It's covered with a little bit of bridge comb. So I don't have to mash them down in there.
Looks square.
Okay. This is a pollen patty. It's just made up of plant protein and a little bit of syrup in there to hold it together and make it tasty.
Kermit can agree to that.
Kermit loves these. So we'll just lay that in here. Out of the way, girls. Okay, put our top back on. Out of the way, girls. They're pretty good at getting out of the way. Pollen patty's not letting it rest. There we go. Okay, we'll put our feeder back on. Yeah, they still got a couple of cups of syrup.
Check underneath.
Oh, girls, there we go. Only squished ones left.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. This is just sugar water. See, that is leaking. Done with this jug. It gets retired today. Got a crack in it. This is about 1.5 parts sugar to 1 part water. It's a little thicker because it's getting cooler. It's not as easy for them to dry it all out. I'm going to give them about half of this gallon. Save half for the next door neighbors here.
Oh, we're doing them too?
I'm not doing them a lot. I'm just going to open them up, check their food. Alrighty, they're looking good. This hive should survive the winter really well and hopefully make us a bunch of honey next year. As soon as spring hits, we'll add a big box on here and start feeding the heck out of them for a while. Get off there. And this is the hive that they encountered some poison when they were foraging last week.
Is that one dead?
No, it's crawling around slowly. I'll put him in the gap for her. Yeah, this one encountered, I came out one day, there was about 500 dead bees around the hive, which is a clear sign that that somebody sprayed for bugs and they got into it. So we lost quite a few, but it looks like they're recovering real well. So,
500 out of 250,000?
well, there's probably only about 30 to 40,000 in this hive.
Well, I meant of all our bees, yeah.
But so it's it's sad, but it's not catastrophic unless it continues, and it hasn't. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.